Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 10th to the 16th. This is for Leo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring you a lot more clarity to get more specific with your reading, Leo. I do this because I love you, and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence in divination, including tarot. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological element or a ruling planet, so we go really deep when the two are combined. Now, Leo, this week, wow. Oh my goodness. I want you to it's really, this week is long hair, don't care. Have fun, okay? Venus is going into Gemini. That's a social. That's like social and fun and flirty, and it's just a really great aspect. It's very auspicious. You could be curious about a lot of fun, new things that you haven't tried before. I really love this aspect, and the biggest thing, if you saw my monthly overview, Tuesday, the sun is conjuncting Jupiter, which makes it the luckiest day of the year, the entire year, not even this week, this month, the year. Okay. So you're going to feel it. Now, here's the fun thing. This is going to happen. We had that crazy big new moon last month. That was in Aries. Venus conjuncting Jupiter is in Aries. And we have a major new moon eclipse in Aries next week. So, first, that's very rare to have two new moons in one sign back to back. But the fact that it's, sandwiching this best day of the year, the luckiest day of the year, all of it in Aries, guess where that is? It's your ninth house. So this is going to be very good for you in terms of your spirituality. And, ask yourself what, spirituality means so many things to so many people, but, your belief system, your philosophies, how you see things. And you may find some like ascension in that area. You may be curious about learning more about it, but it also rules higher education. You might learn something new. You may want to, go back to school, or, just pick up a new passion or a passion project. I really love this for you. And a lot of y'all will be traveling. I don't know if you know that, right? Whether it's, long distance, short distance, there's a lot of travel activity with Leos for this week. So, that's always good. Travel is always a force of good. Now, the other thing I was going to mention is that, Mercury last week went into Taurus. We had a full moon in Libra. Lot of different energies going into this week, but I love Mercury in Taurus. That really, really, it's all about being practical, grounded. Mercury, planet of communication, intellect, logic. I mean, we're really, really, and all of that's happening in your 10th house of career. So a lot of y'all are really getting grounded in career, maybe thinking about making moves, ascending into some areas, getting promoted. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you this week, Leo. One other thing I'm going to mention is that the day on April 11th, the luckiest day of the year, Venus is trining Pluto. Oh, that just really amplifies that day and makes it so wonderful. So, Leo, let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you. Again, this is for Leo, Sun and Rising for April 10th to the 16th. Okay, awesome. So, as you can see, my dog has taken up my table space again. Her name is Ruby. I know a lot of people have been asking her name, and so her name's Ruby, and she likes to be up here with me. Sometimes she doesn't. But I'm going to make sure that you can see the entire spread. I do the traditional Celtic cross spread, like I said, and it is, in my opinion, the best spread that gives the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Now, it looks like, wow. Yeah, you're in it to win it, Leo, this week, okay? You are in it to win it. I love that. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a very interesting spread. Okay, you got the King of Cups. Love it, okay? This is really great. He is he's mastered his emotions. Okay, this is all about emotions, right? The cups are emotions. You see all that water there too. You see his throne is literally on top of water, indicating he is, he's mastered his emotions. He's on top of it. Nothing can, knock him off that throne. He is very intuitive too. All right, he's very intuitive, and I really love that. He's like the most psychic king, and he's the most loving king. Okay, not only loving, for the people of anybody in his family, his kingdom, his empire, but self-love too. Okay, so a lot of y'all have been in that place, all right, feeling of that love has been all around. And I'm not gonna lie, last week Venus was very active, okay, and there could have been some moments some of y'all had with siblings too, is a thing that's coming up. All right, so siblings, and I always say, if you don't have siblings, think about like your soul sister, your bro, like your squad, your BFF, the people you consider your brothers and your sisters. But in any case, I really love this for you. Okay, this is stability with that emotion. Now here's what's amazing is you got the Page of Pentacles and the Heart of your spread. So when I said some of y'all will be wanting to learn new things, hey, here's your affirmation right in the heart of your spread. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, by the way, is very earthbound. Okay, and what I love about this is that it's double earth. Pages are earth, Pentacles are earth, and he's Taurus. Okay, remember Mercury went into Taurus in your 10th house of career. Okay, so a lot of y'all are putting some action and activity in toward your career. Okay, maybe looking for new jobs. Maybe you've gotten a new job. Maybe you are trying to start a side business, or looking for a new client. Whatever the case is, it's not even if you're not here for a career, it's anything in your physical reality. Pentacles, like I said, they're earthbound, so our physical reality, our tangible realities. It could even be like you getting a new car and learning how it works or whatever. But in any case, this is something. New pages bring in that new change, the new beginning, new opportunity. And of course, it's a pentacle. Pages are young. They're the young ones, right? But they're still in the royal court, so they have a lot of power. And so this page, he wants to become the King of Pentacles. He's going to spend his time learning everything it takes to look how compelled he is by that pentacle to turn into the King of Pentacles, right? And so this is you right now this week. It's for some of y'all, there's something new that's come in. For some of y'all, something new's coming in. Okay, something new's coming in, and it's something that you're gonna really want to like get grounded with and really get to know it, right? Really educate yourself, and really, if it is a new job or if it is a side hustle, take that time to really try to monetize it, right? It is the Pentacles and money and wealth. So this is really great. I really love it. You did get the World, but you got the World in your challenge area. All right, so there is a sense of something that with the World coming up in your challenge area, first of all, you're in it. I want you to know that, Leah, there are the 4-6 signs in the corners of the world here. All right. And this is a victorious moment. This is a lot happening here. There's 22 paths in the tree of life, 22 paths. And then there are 22 major arcanas in tarot. So we've come to the end of the journey. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to really embrace this new change. Okay, put like not just heart and soul into it, but blood, sweat, tears. Like really make this something big for you. Make this a big deal. Make this something like it may be hard for some of y'all to enter this new chapter, but hey, it's all good for you, because look, you got the 8 of Wands in your crown, King of Pentacles in the heart of the root of your spread. So this is all indicating you're ready to move forward. And a lot of y'all, things are moving fast, okay? One thing I want to say that I forgot to say earlier, April is one of the best months of the year, okay? That just happens to have the luckiest day of the year, the best day, or so it's a great week. This is a great week. And with the 8 of Wands in your crown, this is indicating that there's enthusiasm, there's excitement going toward this new thing. All right, I really love this for you. This is the only card where there's no figure, no person. It's just 8 Wands zipping through the air. I mean, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So it's, it's great because I want you to continue to go with the flow. There's an order to everything. There's a flow to everything. Don't slow down, right? Don't slow down. Really, really, if you feel like you still haven't come to the end of a certain like your journey, if you still haven't made it, if there's this new cycle, everyone's going through changes right now. We've had some major impactful alignments last month, and also this month as well, right? We're moving into eclipse season. So if you haven't really embraced it, do it now. Do it now. Be excited about this new path, this new journey, whatever that may come your way or has already, okay? Really does depend on when you watch this reading, right? Now, you did get the King of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Now, this is the provider. This is the protector. This is the richest king. It is saying that a lot of y'all have come into this, wealth. This is your second king, okay? Y'all have come into this wealth. And when I say wealth, I want you to remember this is all about money and wealth, but wealth comes in so many forms, right? Wealth in family, wealth in career, wealth in all areas of your life, and again, your physical world. Now, the funny thing here is you got the Page of Pentacles, now you got the King of Pentacles, okay? And the root of your spread, remember how I said Venus is really active, okay? So this week, Mercury in Taurus, okay? Well, yeah, Venus is really active, all that passion and love, right? But Mercury in Taurus is a big deal, and I want you to make it a big deal because it's a huge aspect. And King of Pentacles is also Taurus, and you do see his throne, okay? The bull, it's in all four corners right there, okay? You see all that abundance around him. So remember, it's all about, think about that Taurus energy, okay? And Venus, the ruling planet of Taurus. So this is really great. A lot of y'all have come into this, really amazing place in your life where you feel like you are the protector, where you can provide for your family, for the people in your life, your relationships, in a way where it's, with resources, right? With money, take care of everybody, but also just remember, think about like that wealth. And Mercury and Taurus is, the logic, the intellect, even emotional intelligence. Like, this is really great for you. I really love this. And he has the golden scepter, okay? Basically, that only appears in one other card. That's the Empress. Okay, so they're connected. Now, listen, that golden scepter, it basically means anything he touches turns to gold. This is powerful. It's in the root of your spread, okay? And so if you have not, again, the world in your challenge area, it's just, if you haven't, listen, you're about to embark on this brand new journey, okay? And I want you to accept it. I want you to really, really, love it, okay? And if you feel like you haven't gotten there yet, put some action into it. Put some action into really, really making it happen. I know Mars is in Cancer right now, and this is it's really interesting because Mars in Cancer is in your 12th house, the subconscious. So there's it could be like a week for you where there's like a tug of war going on up here, which is explaining the world in your challenge area, but you'll be fine. Listen, this is also proving that too. You got the Five of Swords in your future, okay? Now, Mars in Cancer, we say it's in its fall, and it's in your 12th house, your subconscious, the past, hidden enemies, all of that. There could be some moments of that this week. Now, here you go. There's your affirmation. Mars in Cancer. Think about the Cancer, right? The crab. So sometimes, like during Mars in Cancer, people can be, it depends on your birth chart, but the pinchers come out. Okay, it's just like. Because Mars doesn't like being in Cancer, but use that, again, like I've said, that emotional intensity going toward the things you want, not being like defensive or even like, passive aggressive sometimes happens during those moments. But this is all happening in your 12th house. So listen, there you go. You have the Five of Swords in your future. So if you feel there has been some sort of conflict this week, if you feel like there is something that this is saying it may happen, the biggest energy coming through, Leo, is up here, okay? It's up here. The swords, remember, the mental suit, okay? All up here. And so there may be a point, looking at your entire spread here, where you're going to, remember I said that tug of war energy, right? It really is just saying choose your battles, all right? Choose your battles wisely. All right. Do you really need to continue? If there has been a battle that's been going on, if there's been something going on in your head, this tug of war, or even in your physical reality, if you haven't been getting along with someone, or or it could be career related, it could be relationship, home, it could be children. Think about it. Do everyone else has dropped their swords? Like, do you need to continue this, right? And so it's everyone has free will, right? So this card is actually about self-respect and self-dignity, right? One thing I'm going to point out is it is the only sword card that you did pull, all right, and it's in your future. So looking at the rest of your spread, it looks like there is a little bit of this just going on in your head, all right, or may happen in your head. But again, choose your battles wisely. Put all that energy toward this new beginning rather than anything that you feel like you may want to continue have those pinchers out, right? One other thing is, when you have awareness of that self-respect and moving forward, and you don't have to get into these conflicts, you become the better person in the situation. You become the better person, a better version of yourself. It just use this moment to empower yourself, right? But do it in a way where it's not impacting others emotionally. Do it in a way where this is your reading, where you feel empowered, but in a way where everyone else is on the same page and everyone sees eye to eye. And yeah, clarified. You get the 9 of Pentacles. So again, everyone has free will. You can choose your battles, right? You can choose your battles, but one thing I'm going to say, when you hold a sword, you've seen the Game of Thrones, right? You've seen those shows. When you hold a sword, so much power, so much authority. That's not power and authority, all right? So take that power and feel empowered, because once you do, boom, everything comes through, all right? 9 of Pentacles, all right? This is wealth, abundance. This is self-sufficient. This is, there's so much abundance around her. And remember, I talked about Venus, all right? Listen, she's ruled by Venus. You see the symbol of Venus all over her, right? You see all that abundance all over her, all right? So this is in your future. You're fine, okay? Just remember, a lot of this, again, the biggest message is it's up here, this tug of war energy. But once you, if you answer to the call, whether this battle is worth it or not, right? And you do the right thing, there you go. Boom. All right. One other thing I'm going to point out, this is someone who, all of this, your entire spread is very personal, okay? And so it's like more personal development, like that spiritual development that I was talking about. Now, you can see in the bottom of the card here, you see the snail, all right? That snail is indicating you earned all this. Nothing was handed to you. You earned all this abundance. You earned all this money and wealth that's coming through, okay? Even your physical reality, all right? Now, the snail is also self-sufficient, carries its own home, okay? A lot of independence in this card. A lot of I don't have to worry about, money anymore. You got the King of Pentacles in the root of your spread. I don't have to worry. Look at her. She's like a movie star. She's, so glamorous, and she has a falcon in her hand. That's really Horus there with enlightenment. But this is really great. Now let's get to your staff, Leo. Leo, if you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you're new to and if you're a subscriber, I love you. Thanks so much for being here. You're amazing. You make my day. All right, so let's get to your stuff, Leo. I can't even. Listen. Remember what I was talking about, power and authority? You want it, okay? So choose your battles wisely. You got the Emperor. This is the epitome of power and authority. This is like the ruler of tarot, all right? The ruler, ruled by Aries. All this activity happening in Aries. Remember, This is your ninth house of spirituality. Like I said, this is more of like a personal development reading. This is more about you and the actions you take and what, you put out there in the universe and all that karmic energy. But one thing I'm going to mention is, this is power, authority, ruler of your own destiny. You call the shots, you make the calls. One thing that I want you to know is I want you to, how I'm a word nerd, authority. It comes, we'll trace it all the way back to Middle English. It comes from author, all right? So author, right? Author of your own story. Be the author of your own story. You have that authority to do that, okay? Be the author of your own story because you got the 8 of Swords, right? In your external factors area. So here's the thing. When I said you might be up in here a little bit this week, there you go. We call this a self-victim card, okay? So it's like the self-victim card, and, she's built all this, the swords around her to protect herself, where in fact she's actually built a prison, all right? It's not a fortress, it's a prison, okay? Prison of her thoughts. Now, this is saying this week, you may be up there, okay? Like I said, Mars in Cancer in 12th house, that's just like, it's that yin-yangy, unusual, placement, but her feet are free. You can walk out of this. So remember what I said. Choose your battles wisely, right? But also, when you're in your head, if there's anything, that tug of war energy that's happening, things that you don't want to face, things that could be like things that may have happened to you as well, okay? That could have put you in that place. You can walk out, okay? Just learn from everything that has happened. Grow from it, empower yourself from it, all right? Always empower yourself. Always choose love over fear, all right? We don't want you in that situation. Now, you did get the 7 of Cups, so this is just saying, hey, all you want right now is just, you want to be emotionally fulfilled, but you have to be very, very clear about what you want, all right? Be very clear about what you want this week. Tell the universe exactly what you want and then go for it, okay? And then go for it, because this card really is a card of illusion and delusion, but it's also, it's saying be careful what you wish for. You can see there's 7 cups, but they're all so very different. So it looks like you want like a lot of different opportunities, but focus on that one thing that your heart and soul is into, the one thing that is going to bring you enlightenment, and just really put all your energy toward it, okay? And then you can bring everything else in. But the reason why I say that, there you go. You got the Magician. In your final outcome, Leo, this is actually one of your this is a big week for you. This is a huge week for you. The Magician starting off the journey, right? Starting off the journey. This is really crazy. You're going to have to be with the world in your challenge area, right? We've come to the end now. Do you see the cycle here? Now, this is your final outcome. The Magician, all right? Connecting the heavens, the divineness up there to our physical world. This is as above, so below. You know what your dreams are. You know what you want to manifest, okay? You know what your hopes and wishes. Now bring them into your reality, okay? Bring them into your reality. You will have the power to do that. The Magician has the power to manifest anything he wants. Anything he wants. So when I told you earlier, where are you going to direct that energy? He has all tools of tarot at his disposal, all right? You see, he has the Cups, the Pentacles, the Swords, and the Wands. Where do you want to direct that energy? Do you want more wealth? Do you want, love? What area in your life? Put that energy toward it, okay? You have the power this week, all right? You are amazing, Leo. This is one of your biggest, readings. This is an intense reading, because it's almost like, you're moving into this brand new era or brand new place in your life, okay? But there's this tug of war energy, and it is something that you will have to work with this week to overcome it and to accept all this newness and really just harness this incredible energy that's coming through for you. I remember you have the Page of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, okay? Remember that. And now you have the Magician in your final outcome. And then in your future, the 9 of Pentacles. This wealth and abundance, it's coming. Just put your energy toward it, all right? Put your energy toward it. Take action. Leo, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.